After I had become the Grand Champion of the arena, I realized that Subscribus, my Khajiit warrior, had gone from full-time arena combatant to part-time Grand Champion. While it's great to be recognized across Cyrodiil as the Grand Champion, it doesn't cover the cost of a nice home in any of these holds. I need to get Subscribus access to passive income. So I marched down to Anvil and joined the Fighters Guild. And if you're unfamiliar with the Fighters Guild Master, their leader, gets 30% of all the income the guild makes in a given month, plus a bunch of extra loot that is recovered during missions. Yeah. That's the position I want.
What can I do for you? Looking for some work? If so, the Fighters Guild can always use able-bodied new members. The Fighters Guild is always looking for new members. If you've got a clean record and don't have a bounty on your head, we may be able to use you. Are you interested in joining? Fine. You are now an associate in the Fighters Guild. For contracts, speak either with me or with Burzgrokash in Cheydinhal. Good luck to you. A contract for you? I think I've got something that suits your experience. Arvina Phyllis has some problem with rats in her house. Yes, rats. I'm sure she can explain it to you better than I. She lives here in Anvil. Go and talk to her. Good luck. Go take care of the rats, then talk to me.
Classic rat extermination. This is a classic low-level quest for any fantasy video game. It really does beg the question, are you even a good fantasy RPG if you don't ask your player to kill some abnormally large rats?
You must be from the Fighters Guild. Good. I have a problem. It has to do with the rats in my basement. That's right. Rats. In my basement. And something has been killing them. It's horrible. My poor babies. You must do something. I don't know what I'd do without them. Their little pink noses, their scaly little tails. Oh, please get to the basement and find out what's happening.
Okay, well I can handle a few mountain lions. I returned to the client and she had me go kill more mountain lions with a local huntsman. After doing that, I returned to the client again.
Oh, you've got to take care of those mountain lions. You think you've gotten rid of them all? You do? Well, you haven't. There's one in my basement right now. Go get it.
All right. I guess I can handle that. After handling the mountain lions again, I returned to the client.
Thank the gods you killed that thing. Oh, this is ridiculous. Someone's out to get me, to get my poor babies. I'll bet it's that Quillweave next door. She's the one. She's never liked me or my sweet little pets. I know it's her. I've even seen her sneaking around in back of my house at night. She thinks she's so smart. She and all the other women. I'll show her. I want you to keep an eye on her. Find out what she's up to.
Oh, by the 9, lady, we need to charge you more for this. Okay, so I stalked her neighbor, and then I confronted her.
Yes. What can I do for you? You what? Well, I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about. I would never go skulking about. Fine, you've got me. I figured if I left some rotten meat outside, the nasty little things would come out, and the guards would take care of them. Mountain lions? In her basement? I just wanted to lure her vermin outside. I didn't mean to hurt anyone, except the rats. Please, don't tell her. And if you can keep this our little secret, I can make it worth your while. There's a bit about acrobatics I can teach you. Give it some thought.
So I chose not to rat out the neighbor because, hey man, I'm invested into acrobatics as a major skill, so I really need the boost. Anyways, moving on. I returned to Azon and he actually promoted me, and I get a new quest.
Looking for more work, eh? Good. Got a contract for you. I'd like you to go talk to Norbert Lels here in Anvil. He runs Lels merchandise here in Anvil. having problems with break-ins, though, and he's hired us to put a stop to it.
I stopped by that shop, and the Keep and I agreed that I would play the role of an overnight security guard.
I've lost a great deal of merchandise over the last few months. I keep replacing it, but they keep stealing it. New locks on the doors be damned. They always come at night after I've gone to bed. Maybe a mage transports them inside. You can just stay in the shop overnight. Good luck.
Thieves! You shall not rob this establishment any longer! Gah! 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 Okay, I think I might have gotten carried away here. I don't think I was supposed to kill them. Hopefully he's not too mad.
Were you able to take care of my problem with break-ins? You've gotten them? Wonderful. But their names are familiar to me. All of those men have worked for me. Amazing. I even trusted them to open up the shop in the mornings. I can't imagine what turned them to a life of crime. Sad. Well, here's your payment. Take care.
Oh. Well, okay, so I guess he's totally fine with me killing his ex-employees. I wonder why they were robbing him. The benefits must have been terrible. Apparently, Azan only had those 2 jobs for me, and me, being the great Khajiit warrior that I am, conquered those contracts with no problem. So Azan sends me all the way down to Cheydinhal, where I have to take work from Burzgrow-Kash, who's definitely not as friendly as Azan.
You here looking for work, meat? Maybe you want a contract? I suppose I've got something for you. We need a weapons shipment delivered to Desolate Mine. That's your job. Move your ass, Boot.
Alright, jeez. I go to this mine and I deliver weapons and I clear out the goblins. This is way too easy. Give me something harder.
Duties for you. Fine. I'll speak slowly so you can keep up. I want you to contact Maglir. He's one of your Fighters Guild brothers, but he's defaulted on a contract. We can't allow that. Makes us all look bad. He didn't finish out a contract in Skingrad. Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. He's raw like you. Go and find out what's wrong with him.
You know what? Nothing is harder than trying to get a no-call, no-show to show up for their scheduled shift at work. I'll do it. Oh, that's my new boss, by the way, Modryn. He's the only super relevant NPC for the rest of this video. I swear to God. Oh, other than Maglir. Which, speaking of Maglir, I find him chilling at a tavern instead of working.
Is it, brother? They send you to find me? I'm Maglir. What do you want? Defaulted? I suppose so. I'm not paid enough to do the job. I was supposed to find Brennus Astus's journal. That was my job. They said it was in Fallen Rock Cave. You ever been in there? Didn't think so. I'm not going back. Not for that kind of money. If you care that much, you go find it. The contract's yours. It's not worth it for what the guild is paying. I've got a family to think about.
Maglir didn't want to do this, but I'm a better worker than he is. I'm a better employee for the Fighters Guild. So I went down into that cave, and it wasn't bad at all. In fact, I found that journal no problem. Well, you know, I mean, like, I went through all this trouble. Might as well read it, see what's so important about it.
Various studies on the fauna of Cyrodiil. Brennus Astus. Scholar. The Cyrodiilic rat appears less aggressive than its counterpart in various other provinces. They are prevalent in all parts of Cyrodiil, equally at home in basement dwellings, caves, ruins, or grasslands. They are known to carry diseases, and their bites can be painful. Though once thought to be intelligent, they are social creatures, often appearing in groups numbering 20 or more. The largest male dominates this clan structure and seems to have breeding rights with all females of reproductive age. Younger males will often challenge the older dominant males in a fight to the death. Their horns locked, the 2 minotaurs will wrestle until one can no longer continue. This often called billies by many of the local farmers, but is this so-called land dreg actually of any relation to the sea-dwelling dreg? There certainly seem to be similarities in morphology, especially in the region of the head and thorax, and they produce the same drag wax found in the aquatic creatures. However, while true drag are known to be cunning, even intelligent, these land drag demonstrate none of the same intelligence. They are violent and aggressive, killing indiscriminately. Some believe them to be of Daedric origins, perhaps related to the spider Daedra. That, however, is not the opinion of this researcher. It appears more likely that the land dreg are a distant relative of the true dreg, perhaps an ancestor from far back on the evolutionary timeline. Much has been made of the fact that trolls can be killed only by application of fire, whether it be by spell or torch. This is, in fact, a myth. Trolls do seem to have a weakness to fire and fire-based spells, and a fantastic ability to regenerate tissue. But they can be killed by conventional means. One should note, however, that trolls should absolutely
Okay, maybe Maglier was a little bit right. I don't know what's so important about this journal. I guess it's for the importance of academic research. I told Maglier I found the journal, and he asked me not to rat him out to the Fighters Guild. But Subscribus has a code of honor that doesn't respect wimps.
I understand about duty. Don't get me wrong. Should have been more than one guy on this job, and I've got my family to think about. They come first. Whatever.
So I ratted this guy out to the Fighters Guild hardcore, and Oreyn praises me for it, and gives me my next duty.
You did it? I'll be talking to Maglier soon. I don't need one wet ear covering for another. Still, the job got done. Here's the reward. Back for more work, are you? Good. Some of our boys are causing trouble in Leowin. Looks bad for the guild. Some of your brothers have been getting rowdy at the local tavern. I've got no problem with cutting loose, but I don't like it when we all look bad. You're looking for Relian, Vantus Prelius, and Dubak Groshog. I haven't had any trouble with them before. Find out what's going on.
Okay, alright, okay. I just feel like maybe I'm an HR rep for the Fighters Guild and not actually a member of the Fighters Guild. Even with all my promotions, but I just keep having to deal with other problematic Fighters Guild members right now. I found these buffoons harassing a poor Argonian tavern keeper, and she demanded I make them leave. I told them that they needed to leave, and their leader had this to say.
I don't think so. I'll tell you what real trouble is. It's trying to pay my debtors when there's no work. It's my wife taking in wash to buy food. That's been the state of things since the Blackwood Company began moving in. I spit on them. Mercenaries sent by the Emperor to reclaim territory in Black Marsh. When they failed, they came back and set up shop. They've been undercutting us on contracts ever since, and they've no qualms about accepting jobs no guild member would be caught dead doing. Oh? We must? Well, last I saw, you didn't outrank me, journeyman. I suggest you mind your manners and your own business. A brilliant idea. Oreyn only sends his best these days. Tell you what, you go find us some paying work and we'll happily go about it.
Listen, not only did I not know who the hell the Blackwood Company is, but I also did not appreciate the way this guy called out my rank. I've climbed this ladder quicker than you, buddy. See, I had to go around and then ask for work for the Fighters Guild like a total loser, because these guys were refusing to do anything else. And one lady would give us a job, but I had to prove it, so I had to go around Cyrodiil looking for ectoplasm for some potion or study she was conducting. And you know what? That sucked. Because it's really hard to find ectoplasm in Cyrodiil. Luckily, I got some, but oh my gosh, do I hate these guys. These guys at Maglier, they're absolutely blowing it for us. I reported back to Modryn, and I tell him about this Blackwood company.
The Blackwood Company has taken that much of a foothold in Leowyn. Those sons of... Never mind. You've done your job. Here's your payment for it. I don't have anything for you right now. Speak with Azan or Grokash. Get some more seasoning, and maybe I'll have something. Or perhaps you're ready for advancement.
I'll be honest with you guys, only one contract from here on out has any relevancy to the story of this Fighters Guild questline. There's really no point in extensively covering the others because they're either fetch quest related, killing bandits, or monster slaying. It's pretty much just how the game breaks up these main Fighters Guild storyline quests. However, the contract of Melion's debt has some actual plot relevancy, so I'm going to cover that one. This contract is acquired from Burz Grokash, and my Khajiit warrior is sent to meet with Bianna Melion, a young Breton woman living in the small settlement, Water's Edge, north of Leowyn. When I meet with Melion, she explains her troubles.
Oh, you must be from the Fighters Guild. I'm glad you're here. I need your help to repay a debt. I'm afraid so. My father had a bit of an issue with gambling. I'm afraid he built up a rather large debt. Now that he's gone, the debt is mine. Gone. Dragged from our house in the night. To pay the debt, I'd like to sell the sword and armor of my grandfather, or I might be next. A great deal, over 1,000 septims. My father was quite a gambler. Quite a bad gambler. They were buried with my grandfather in the family tomb. The sword and cuirass were enchanted and should cover my debt. Please, get them for me. Not far, in my family's ancestral tomb. Here, I can mark it on your map. Please, return them to me so I can pay off my father's debts.
Now I'm just going to retrieve the armor. I'm a charitable Khajiit, but I'm not paying off the debt. Hello? I'm trying to buy a house. So I just get the armor and nearly over-encumbered myself. That was great. You can just keep the armor for yourself, but there's no enchantments on here. It's not really that good. So I just gave it back to Melion.
Hello again. Have you had any luck finding the sword and armor? You found them! Fantastic! I can't tell you what this means to me.
There we go, debt's covered. What a sweet girl, by the way. I hope nothing terrible happens to her. There is one contract that I have to work with Maglier. Thanks, Azan. There's not much here except that the guy that hires us for the contract is a little racist towards Maglier because he hired us to hunt down thieves, and the thieves that robbed him are wood elves, and that's what Maglier is.
Aye, I know about those scum. Rotten bastards robbed me blind, they did. Stole a family heirloom. Bunch of Bosmer, if you can believe it. No offense to your friend, of course.
Dude. Anyways, I finally met up with Modryn Oreyn once again for more exciting duties.
I've got another job for you, slightly off the record. You'll be going on a mission with Varanus Daunton. Yes, the Guildmaster's son. You're to accompany him and make sure he succeeds. He needs some time in the field to get his confidence up, or he'll never become a good warrior. Valena coddles the boy too much. Doesn't want him in the line of fire. Suppose it's no surprise after Vitellis. Valena Daunton's eldest son. Good man. We lost him on a botched mission recently. You've probably seen the other wounded around. If you're smart, You'll steer clear of the subject around the Guildmaster. Perhaps you and I will have time to discuss it more later. His mother's been holding him back, protecting him. You'll go to Nonwell Cavern with him. Galtus Previa was lost there, and you're to find him. And not a word of this to the Guildmaster. Go find him. He'll be in the Danton house, most likely. And bring him back in one piece. We got the contract from his aunt. Was in Nonwell looking for gems of some sort. Never heard from again. You and Varanus, go find him.
Okay, well, this is not as exciting as I wanted it to be. This sounds like glorified babysitting. Let's meet this Danton kid, shall we?
A mission? Well, of course. I'm sure we can do this. You say this came from Oreyn himself? Well, perhaps I should speak with Mother first. Oh, I'm prepared. Of course. I'm sure there's no need to speak to Mother at all. Let's go. Yes, my older brother. He was lost on a mission. Metellus died valiantly, as we all knew he would. He was the best of us. I'm sure our mother is very proud of him. He must be in Nonwell somewhere. Let's get there quickly. I'm with you.
Okay, so this Danton boy has had some tough times. You know what? Let's just go on a little adventure to this cavern. It can't be that bad. Oh my god, it's so bad. There's so many trolls. Oh my god! Oh no. Oh no, Galtus is super dead. Well, I should take this back to Modryn.
Dead? Damn! What got him? I suppose that's it then. Odd that there weren't creatures around the body, though. And that it hadn't been eaten. I'll pay Danton for his contract, and I've got this for you. Good work getting him back in one piece. I might make a real soldier of you yet.
He gave me a blade? So this was ultimately a pointless contract for me because Varanus got all the money for this contract, and I got a blade. And my major combat skill is in blunt weapons, which means this does not help me level up at all. Modryn Oreyn just gave the whole check to the CEO of the Fighters Guild's son. Nepotism at its finest. Oh my god. Well, Modryn, I think you owe me some more work. What do you got?
I'm going to need you to find Maglir again, the little fetcher. Wish I knew what happened. He had a contract for a local mage in Braville. Didn't seem like a particularly difficult assignment. He hasn't reported to the client at all. Get yourself down to Braville and find Maglir. Make sure that contract of his gets done, and send him to me.
Okay, I found Maglir once again, and... What are you wearing, Maglir?
You again. I imagine I know why you're here, Guild Rat. Defaulted? That all you talk about? I'm Blackwood Company now. Plenty of work, the pay is good, and I don't have Oreyn on my back all the time. That means a lot, coming from you. You think I didn't hear about you ratting me out to Oreyn? Now get out of here before my friend and I get angry.
Okay, so Maglir defected, started work for the Blackwood Company. Did the Blackwood Company just poach someone from the Fighters Guild? Why Maglir, though? Maglir's like, Maglir's the worst person you could have poached. I fulfilled this stupid easy contract, and all I had to do was kill a bunch of imps. You know, Maglir always shouted about how he had family to think about, but he definitely got assigned the easiest contracts. Imps are super low level. They're like the weakest enemy. It's, what, like, Maglir, you can't handle a few imps? You're a wimp, dude. You're a loser. What do you mean you have a family to think about? You can't even complete a contract to collect the money. Your family's starving, dude. God, I hate Maglir. I reported back to Modryn again, and he has more information on the Blackwood Company.
I can't believe we lost another to that bunch. Well done taking care of the contract, though. We can't afford to lose any of them these days. Here's your payment for completion of the contract. I think it's time for us to discuss the Blackwood Company a bit. They weren't always a threat. Small-scale mercenary band, until Reza Kar took over. Then came the fat Imperial contracts. After a mission in Blackmarsh, they set up shop in Leowin, more ruthless than ever. It needs investigating. First, though, you need advancement. Your service to the guild has not gone unnoticed. Henceforth, you will carry the rank of Defender. Bear the title proudly. I've got something for you, but we're not going to talk about it here. I want you to meet me at my house after sundown. We'll talk more then.
I met him at his house later that night, and we discussed the game plan.
I've been looking into them, heard some disturbing things. We know they're a danger to us, and we know they're good at what they do. Good question. I've heard stories, but nothing I can prove is true. Maybe they've got a mage working with them. Maybe they're just well-trained. All I know for sure is that they'll accept any contract, and they'll do anything to complete it. And they don't care who gets in the way. Velena's gotten tentative since the Blackheart mission. She's worried about getting us killed. But we're just getting killed a little bit at a time. That mission was the start of it. That was when Vitellis was killed. We were contracted by a wizard, Argoth, to recover an artifact from Blackheart. I went in there with 20 men. I left with 5. Vitellis wasn't one of them. He died covering our retreat. I snooped around. Apparently, they completed that contract for us. I went in there with 20 good men. I can't believe that bunch finished the job. There's more. Argoth, he's dead. The artifact gone. Sounds like a setup. Maybe they made a deal with Blackheart. I don't know. But I'll find out. Now we find out what really happened. And we let it be known. I want to show the people who the Blackwood Company really are. I can't order you to do this with me. It's dangerous, and Velena isn't going to know about it. It's your choice. We leave as soon as you're ready. I want to investigate Blackheart's stronghold in Arpenia. Meet me at the Leowen Guild Hall. We'll go from there.
We journeyed to Arpenia, where after 45 minutes of getting lost in this dungeon, I realized that Azani Blackheart isn't here.
The bastards. There was no battle. Azani must have made a deal with the Blackwood Company. My guess is that they paid him off. They get the weapon for Argoth, collect the payment, and tell Azani where the mage is. Easy for Blackheart to retrieve the weapon and collect on it. We find Blackheart and get that weapon. We'll finish this contract and let all of Cyrodiil know what happened here. Blackheart has a fascination with these Ayleid ruins. There's one northeast of here, Atatar. My bet is that he moved his base there. I'll lead.
So I followed Modryn on the slowest, most painful NPC walk to Atatar, I think, in the history of ever. I was so bored. This is painful because you can't just like quick travel to Atatar because it's not discovered on your map yet. So you just have to walk with him this entire time, and it's dreadful. You know, and sure enough, deep within Atatar, after cutting down leagues of bandits, we do find Azani Blackheart. Or at least Subascribus found Azani Blackheart, because Modryn did not help me with this fight at all. So, you know what? I defeat him, and Modryn runs in, taking credit and being like, oh yeah, we got him. No, you didn't. I got him. After I reconvened with Modryn, after he mysteriously despawned for a few days in-game, because of course he did, because this is Oblivion, he actually didn't have any more duties for me. So, you know what that means. More contracts from Azan and Burrs. Huzzah! After being the best employee ever and completing all those contracts, I returned to Modryn, who alerted me to something quite alarming.
I've got another job for you. It's a sensitive one. I need you to find Varanus Daunton. I sent him on a mission to Forsaken Mine. He and some others were supposed to clear the place of trolls. Haven't heard back from them in days. I want you to go check it out. I don't need to tell you how sensitive a matter this is. Get moving and report back to me as soon as possible.
Did he just get the only surviving Daunton kid killed? Did he just screw my entire quest to gain some passive income? just so he could train this Nepo baby? He better not have. I got to the cave that Modryn marked for me on my map, and when I entered, it was not a good sight. There was dead Fighters Guild members everywhere, but even more concerning, there were slain members of the Blackwood Company in these caves. So it would seem that our competitor has no qualms in killing us if it means they get the paycheck. This is at least the conclusion I drew based on contextual evidence that was given to me at the time. I still needed to confirm that Valenus was alive, so, I delved further into this cave, and along the way I actually completed the contract to get rid of this ever-growing troll population in this cave. But wouldn't you know, at the end of this cave, I found the corpse of Valenus Daunton. And I also found his journal, which I'm going to now read. And by I actually mean my buddy Alex. Hey, take it away, Alex.
Sundas. It has been 2 weeks since Vitalis' death, and I fear that Mother will never truly accept the fact that he is gone. She visits his grave nightly, though I do not believe she knows I have seen her go. She speaks to him there, apologizing for sending him on his last mission. I know in my heart that he would have sought no other end. Better to die fighting for the honor of the guild than to waste away in a life of relative safety. Midas. Another day of barracks duty. It's been a full month since I've been given a contract. Any contract. My time is spent polishing weapons and training with the new boots. Edward and I have spoken at length about this. His reasoning, as always, is sound. Mother fears for my safety, and for the safety of the guild. This is a terrible weight for her to bear. Perhaps when our numbers have risen, she will once again feel comfortable allowing me to perform my duties. Mondas! Thank the gods for Edward. I fear without him I would go mad. His constant companionship keeps me hopeful that I will one day be returned to active duty. Until then, we have each other. He has willingly forgone lucrative contracts in order to help me pass the days. A truer companion I could not imagine. Lordas. Some days I question whether or not I am fit to be a guild member. Perhaps Mother feels for my safety not because of Varanus, but because of my own abilities. Am I a failure in her eyes? Does she believe me to be less of a man than Varanus? Tertus. Freedom! Finally a contract! I was sent with one of our newer members to investigate a disappearance in Nonwell Cavern. It was nothing glamorous, but I am glad for the opportunity to see some action. I doubt, however, that Mother even knew about the contract, as the order came directly from Oreyn. It is good to see that he still has faith in my abilities and my ability to keep the new boot alive. Lordas. Again, nothing. It seems my only hope is that Oreyn will find another contract for me, though contracts are harder and harder to come by with the increasing presence of the Blackwood Company in Cyrodiil. Edward and I spoke of them over breakfast this morning. He believes them to be nothing more than a rogue mercenary band. I fear he is naive as he is beautiful. The Blackwood Company bears watching. I've been given another contract, clearing out some trolls that have been troubling miners, and Edward is accompanying me. I can't think of better news. This is exactly what I need. Edward is dead, along with the rest. I fear I will follow shortly. The fighting grew heavy with the trolls, but was under control. Then came the Blackwood Company. They were like madmen, trolls, men. Mere fell to their blades. It was inhuman. Blackwood Company, gone quick as they came. Edward fought bravely. All did. Rest now. I hear trolls. I'm sorry, Mother.
I hope this doesn't completely derail my career in the Fighters Guild and gets me, demoted or something. I'm at the very least going to let Modryn know that's what I found. I mean, it's only fair.
You're back. What have you found out? Dead! Dead! What happened? A journal? Let me see that. Blackwood Company. Bastards! Rank amateurs! I don't like to think how Valena is going to take this news. He was my responsibility. I'll be the one to tell her. I want you to lay low for a while. Talk to Azan or Grokash. Let me deal with Valena. You've still got a career ahead of you. Farewell.
Oh boy, more errands. Hey everybody, Max here. While editing, I could not find what happened slightly after this. I believe the footage got corrupted and lost. So let me just break it down for you real quick. I went to go accept a contract from Azan, and he told me not only did Modryn get expelled from the guild after telling Verena what happened, but she demoted me as well. I lost my ranks. I had to earn them back. I lost most of them. That sucks, because I, had a whole career path ahead of me. So now I'm going to have to deal with that. Thanks. You know what? Screw this. I'm going to go pay Modryn a visit. And not because I exhausted all of my Fighters Guild contracts and can't make any more money. And not because Burz Grokash told me to go talk to him. No, I'm going there on my own volition, okay? I'm a strong independent Khajiit.
To bring them down, I need more information. My sources tell me they're trying to expand, and they've set up camp in Glade Mist Cave. I want you to go there and capture Ajum Kajin, one of their leaders. Bring him back to me. I'd like to spend some time talking to him. He's the one in charge of this expansion. I know he's a high-ranking member of the group. An Argonian mage, from what I hear. Go get him!
Glade Mist Cave was no problem for this Khajiit. No one can stop the terror of Tamriel. I also have 80 strength, so like a gentle pat on the back for me would like shatter any mortal man's spine. I also take that Argonian hostage and I take him back to Modryn.
You've brought him back. Good. I want to know the size of their forces and who is leading them. I also want to know the source of their strength. Do what you must to make him talk. If you can smooth talk him, fine. If you need to wrap him up, so be it. But don't kill him. We need him to talk. Now, go tell him to sit down. If he tries to get up, I'll kill him myself.
Hey, no problem. Let me just absolutely fail at this charisma minigame first, and then I'll start asking him questions.
You will pay for this.
Oh, what? You don't like that? Yeah!
Yes, enough. What? Oh, I'll tell you what you want. We are over 100 strong now. We grow by the day. No, I will not betray him. I will not tell you.
Oh, what? So you think you're better than me?
Stop, please. What is it? What more do you want? Forgive me, my master. It is Rizikar. He leads us, and he will have your head. He will kill you all. Nothing more. I chose death. Long live the Blackwood Company. Ah.
Oh no, Modryn. He died. I arrived in Leywyn and I found the Blackwood Company's HQ based on my superb sense of direction and not because the game is putting a giant red arrow on their HQ on my compass. Subscribus is a skill tracker and he also could read the company sign out front.
What is it you want? Come for a job? You wish to join the Blackwood Company, do you? I think I've heard of you, though. Fighters Guild, aren't you? Done many jobs for them recently. Yes. What makes you want to join us? No jobs? Ha! There is much work to be done here in Cyrodiil. The Blackwood Company is more than willing to do it. You don't look strong enough to me, though. A bit inexperienced, perhaps. Still, maybe we will find work for you. You may join, for now. Since you seem eager to get started, follow me to the training area. We've got a mission you might want a piece of.
I don't know about these guys. I mean, they're pretty shady now that I get to know them. Well, I guess I already knew that going in, but I've been recently blinded by my own bloodlust. So, I didn't realize what I was getting myself into when I said yes to this.
The four of you have a mission.
The settlement of Water's Edge has contracted us to take care of some goblins in the area. Apparently, they've been giving the locals some trouble. Shouldn't be a problem for you four, though. The three of you should be prepared by now. But as you see, we have a new recruit with us as well. I'll need a word with you, recruit. You'll need to be careful on this mission. Sometimes new recruits have complications. They're not used to our methods. Take this. It will increase your skills in battle. We use it often. It is a good thing. This, why, it is a gift from the swamps of Argonia. Sap of the Hist. A present from my homeland. The Hist are generous to us. So generous. Don't be stupid. We have returned with the Hist itself. One beautiful Hist who gives her gifts to all the company. The clever mages made it possible. Magic and iron. But this is not the time to talk. You drink your gift and go with your new brothers.
Did I just get pressured into doing drugs? Are they taking effect? Oh god, they are. Water's Edge! Let's win! Oh my god, goblins! Oh my god! Oh my god, goblins! Ah! Am I at Modryn's house?
Good. You're finally awake. I was beginning to get a bit concerned about you. That's what I was getting ready to ask you. You were found unconscious on the streets in Leowyn. Some of your guild brothers found you and brought you to me. Good to see some of them think like we do. Now, what happened out there? They're using Hist sap, and they claim to have brought a tree into Cyrodiil? Amazing! I can't imagine what the sap might do to non-Argonians. I'm not surprised you were found the way you were. I imagine those men have built up a tolerance to the stuff. I'm concerned about Water's Edge. I want you to go back there. Make sure the company hasn't ousted the residents. Lay low. Amazing. And insane. I'll look into it further. I'm worried about those people. The Blackwood Company can't be trusted with their lives and homes. Get there and look into it.
Oh man, I really hope the people of Water's Edge are okay. I'm just thinking of Bien Emilion. That would suck. I helped her clear her father's debts, and oh no.
My poor Bienna. Poor, sweet Bienna. What monsters would do this? How can this have happened? I wish I knew. They're all dead, all of them. Even my poor, sweet Bienna. You're the one who helped her, aren't you? You helped her pay my debt. I heard about you. She never hurt anyone. Who could have done this? What monster would do this? It wasn't the goblin. It had to have been bandits. But why? We have nothing. Please go. I must bury our dead.
Oh no, the sap made me hallucinate these people as goblins. Oh my god, I was hitting it. Oh, jeez, I killed these people. Oh my god, my chivalrous code. You know what? The Blackwood Company must pay. I'm not preying on their downfall, because I am their downfall. I reported back to Modryn, though, because we need to devise a new plan.
Well, what did you find at Water's Edge? No, the entire town. I realize you must be disgusted with yourself. I'm sorry for that. It was the Hist sap, though, not you. We now know the threat this group poses, perhaps better than they themselves know it. We must take decisive action now. It is clear to me what must be done. The Hist tree must be destroyed. This tree is the source of our problems. It is an abomination of nature, and it must be destroyed. As long as the Blackwood Company has access to the sap, we are all in danger. I fear they no longer know what they do. You must find a way to destroy the Hist, though I can imagine Reza Kar will have it well guarded. Expect an unfriendly welcome at their hall. He's a warrior, a battle-hardened mercenary who's spent time all over Tamriel. He'll keep his prize tree locked away. You'll need to find his key. Finish it.
Tonight's the night. Or it's daytime, or whatever. I'm killing these chumps. Yeah! Hey! Yeah! Oh, what, you think tough? Yeah! Expert block! Ah! Fuck you, Magler! Okay, I got carried away there, but the important lesson here, kids, is you don't do drugs. They're bad. Once I reported back to Modryn, for the last time... Oh, man.
Have you done it? Have you destroyed that foul tree? Well done. With that tree gone, the Blackwood Company is just another band of mercenaries. Cyrodiil is a safer place for what you've done. I want you to take this. May it serve you well. Now, you should tell Velena Daunton what has happened. Perhaps she will understand what it is we have done. I believe our work is now finished. You are a fine soldier, my friend. You've made me proud. It belonged to an ancestor, Oreyn Bearclaw, but was lost for centuries. It was found only when Malakath wrongly believed my family line ended. It was returned to me by a stranger from my homeland, Morrowind. Wear it proudly. Perhaps you can help restore the glory of my family's name.
This is a sick helmet, actually. This is pretty cool. Hey, and fun fact, that stranger he mentions is actually none other than the protagonist from Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. The more you know. But this is not passive income. This helmet doesn't do anything for me except buff my, actually some really key major skills. So actually, I do like this. I talked to Velena Daunton, and I think it's critical that she learns of my exploits.
What is it you want? You were told to stay out of my sight. I'll assume you're here to tender a resignation. You've done what? I had no idea it had gotten so bad. How is it you accomplished all of this? With Oreyn, he was dismissed. I should expel you now. But no, it isn't Oreyn who is to blame. I fear it is I. I love the Fighters Guild and all its members, perhaps to a fault. I fear my concern for them has made me blind to what's been happening around me. If it were not for you and Oreyn, I dare not think it. Now we must speak about what you've done and how it will affect any further advancement. Because of your actions, I am hereby stripping you of your rank of champion. You were reckless, foolhardy, and dangerous to yourself and the guild. They were also brave and necessary. Because of this, I am hereby naming you Master of the Fighters Guild, effective immediately. The guild has passed me by. You are its future. Take your responsibilities seriously. I wish you luck. You still have many duties to perform. Your first duty should be to name your second in command. I can think of no one better for this job than Modryn Oreyn. Should he accept the position, you would be well served. Rely on his wisdom and experience more than I did, my friend. Good luck.
Oh, don't worry, Velena. I will hire my main man Modryn back.
Did you speak with Velena? How did she react? Ha! Made you guildmaster? Amazing! You earned it, though you'll likely muck it all up. So, what are you going to do with your newfound rank? Me? Pah! I was just getting used to being retired. You can see how good my painting is getting. I'm an old man. I've done my time. Then again, someone has to keep you in line. Make sure you don't bring the guild down around our ears. I'll do it, Guildmaster. Just come to me when you want to assign duties to the guild. I'll make sure they get done. Well, you're in charge. You won't be doing the contracts, but the master is always paid a percentage of the guild's monthly take. Check with me monthly to give orders for the month. I'll make it happen.
Oh, finally. Passive income. Huzzah. Hey, if you liked that video, subscribe for more Elder Scrolls Abridged content and video game reviews. If I do review a video game soon. There's too many, guys. There's too many. Alright, see ya.